Okay, I believe we are live. Okay, cool. Okay, very cool. So I'm just gonna take maybe 1 second, no, 1 second, 1 minute, okay, to double check that this live is working. I think the audio is good and the screen is working. Okay, very good. So without further ado, we're gonna start this Facebook Live. And if you are looking at this video, maybe after this has been posted or on YouTube, which I'm gonna post it on YouTube. This is a free webinar on how to make money from Fiverr. And this is my first webinar. So I'm also testing out this platform. So without further ado, I'd like to start now. And so basically, you guys, if you either found this on a YouTube search or you are watching back on Facebook, basically I want to give a quick introduction in this free webinar about Fiverr, the Fiverr platform. If you have not heard of this platform before, I encourage you to stay on. I'll give a brief introduction about this platform and how you can actually make money from this platform. Either you are thinking of starting as a freelancer, or you have a side hustle, or you just want to learn something new. This will be a great chance. All right. So let me go into the checklist. So I actually created a checklist here so that I don't forget what I wanted to say. All right. So firstly, I'll give an introduction on Fiverr. Okay, for those who have no idea what this is about, and a bit of background, why I started or how I started, and also I will be breaking down kind of like why Fiverr over the other freelancing platforms, because there are several other freelancing platforms out there, but I firmly believe that Fiverr, for especially for beginners and who kind of like have no technical expertise, right? Who just want to start a side gig or make some money from freelancing, Fiverr is actually the best. And next we talk on how much can you actually make from Fiverr, right? That's a big misconception that people have. Thinking that, okay, can you really make money on Fiverr? Some people think that. And also I'll be breaking down roughly how it works and how difficult it is actually to become successful on this platform. And lastly, if we have time or if there's any questions, we'll go ahead with Q&A also. Alright, so let's begin a brief introduction on Fiverr, but also I guess it's together, right, how it got started. Alright, so or maybe I should start with how I got started first. Alright, so I started around 2 years ago. Back then, before I was on Fiverr, I was actually working your 9 to 5 job, dead end job, which I hated. And eventually, I discovered this Fiverr platform, and I started offering my services on Fiverr. And I realized that okay, eventually, and it picked up very quickly. I guess I was offering the right services. I started to make money on Fiverr, and it came to a point that I was making even more money on Fiverr than in my full-time job. So I decided to kind of like take a leap of faith and decided that, hey, let me pursue this full-time. So that was what I did. And since then, I haven't looked back. And even till today, I am a seller on Fiverr. And one of the things I like to share is also I've been selected as part of the leadership group in Fiverr as well. So in my community, I'm actually part of the leadership team that's trying to grow our community in Singapore here for Fiverr. So this is just showing you our communication. We are using Slack. So this is a Fiverr leadership group. just a bit of background about myself. Okay. Yeah. So this and let's see what happens when I check this. Okay. So a quick introduction about Fiverr, and I'm gonna use this slides over here. All right. Um, just trying to familiarize how all these works. Okay. So this was actually shared very generously by the Fiverr community leadership team. So if you have no idea what Fiverr is basically like as mentioned here, leading marketplace, right? But think of it like a platform like Amazon, like eBay, or like even Craigslist, where you actually can buy or sell services or jobs in this platform. Simple as that. So it's very similar to Amazon, I would say. But Amazon sells products, right? You buy or sell products over at Amazon. Fiverr, think of it as the same function, just that you are buying or selling services, or what I like to call productized services. Okay, and services can be any form. Okay, so there are, I believe, over like there are hundreds of categories basically. Okay, so you can see over here, it connects businesses and freelancers offering digital services, including graphic design, copywriting, voiceover, music, and film editing. But this is just this doesn't even begin to scratch the surface. There's so much more officer services out there. Some are pretty weird services you can find in Fiverr as well, um, including do I want to list them out? Now you can probably find for yourself. Maybe later I will go into the Fiverr page to do a quick search on the services available. Okay, let me move on. We are not going to look at this video, just a generic video. Okay, so Fiverr has global outreach. Okay, that is pretty much established, and it's always between Fiverr and Upwork. At least these are the top freelancing platforms in the world right now. And you can see that it has global outreach and it's headquartered in Tel Aviv. Okay, but it has offices all over the world basically. And yeah, like I mentioned, okay, it's 300 categories and counting. So I think it started out as basic like simple graphic design, logo design, but eventually you can find even more comprehensive or more advanced jobs such as building an app or creating marketing campaigns or even business plans, so on and so forth. So I think it will be good if I actually go to Fiverr to show you guys how it actually works. 50 million transactions, all these are pretty straightforward. Okay, like what I said, like I say again, the slides are not made by me. So just whatever is relevant, I'll share with you guys. But I want to spend more time talking about the actual strategies and the information that actually matters. All right. So all these are just generic stuff. Cool. Okay. I think that's the end of the slide. So there you have it. That's a basic introduction. Okay. Now we're gonna go into the interesting part. All right. So why Fiverr? Now, if you go freelancing, I'm gonna do a quick search for you guys. Okay. Freelancing platforms. And you notice that there are a lot of freelancing platforms out there, right? There is Upwork. There is there's so many online. Okay. But if you ask me, I think Fiverr is the best in terms of firstly, uh, I'm not gonna open up the whiteboard. So in terms of firstly the barrier to entry, I've said this before. What I mean by barrier to entry, imagine if you want to start selling services and it becomes difficult even to create an account and actually register as a seller. Okay, so if you know how Upwork works, right? Upwork actually back in the past when I was trying to create an account, they actually need to verify your background and make sure that you are actually, let's say you are offering to create websites. Okay, Upwork actually from what I understand, actually for you to provide all the certification, or if not Upwork, other platforms, like you must make sure that you have an actual degree or bachelor's degree in a computing or in programming, then you can enter. But it's entirely different for Fiverr. Basically, more or less anybody can create an account on Fiverr and start creating gigs and start selling their service. If you just talk about barrier to entry, Fiverr has the lowest barrier to entry compared to your other freelancing platforms out there. So it's easiest to enter, it's easiest to start creating your gigs for your services, and easiest to start making money on Fiverr. Now, of course, there are differences in the way that it's structured. Like I believe for Upwork, they are actually, from what I understand, more people actually may leverage on Upwork for certain different kinds of work, like for more retainer work, okay, or for virtual assistant work. More people will leverage on Upwork compared to Fiverr, but that doesn't mean that you don't get to sell the same kind of services on Fiverr as well. Okay, but overall, if you ask me, I would prefer Fiverr, the Fiverr platform, even just as a beginner. So the ease of entry, so easy to just log into Fiverr and create an account and start seeing some results. Okay, and of course, you want to talk about the other benefits about Fiverr. Let me see whether I can go back to the page, because I want to. Okay, forget it. So I cannot find it now. So basically, what I like about Fiverr as well is the modes of payment. Okay, so there are different forms of modes of payment. If you're a seller on Fiverr, you can receive your money through PayPal. You can receive your money through bank transfer. Let me just quickly show you. Right, so this is my Fiverr page, right? And if let's say if I want to withdraw my earnings, currently there's an amount over here. These are my earnings. So if I switch to selling and I go to earnings, and you can actually see that I can withdraw to PayPal, I can withdraw to bank transfer, or I can withdraw to my Fiverr revenue card. So there's a flexibility in that. And this amount is here. I will gladly share with you guys that this is the amount I've made on Fiverr so far, and it's not like super huge amount, but it's a decent amount. Yeah. So this is the amount that I've made on this platform over the time that I've been a seller over here, and you can see that all these funds pending, these are actually waiting to be cashed out basically. Okay, so yeah, so I like the mode of payment, and also I like one last thing is that Fiverr, you actually get eyes on your gigs. So when you start creating gigs, okay, so here is how it works in terms of marketing aspect, right? When you create a gig and you put up a gig, and when you actually manage to sell deal, let's say the price is $10. Okay. Fiverr takes a cut of 20%. So if it's $10, Fiverr will take a cut of $2, and you get to keep $8. Okay, so you keep $8, Fiverr takes $2. Now that $2 is, think of it like a membership fees. Okay, so there are no membership fees. You don't have to bid for projects, right? That's another disadvantage I feel that. Or preference. I don't like it that I have to bid for projects like in other platforms. But in Fiverr, I believe the platform is freelancer.com. Okay, so the one I was trying to share is freelancer.com. Those platforms, right, I feel that they are not that user friendly. Okay, so you have to bid, or you need those very high level of credentials. Over in Fiverr, it's easier. So that's another thing I like about it. Okay. So yeah, so where was I? Okay, so yeah, why Fiverr? Okay, so next, let me see if I want to touch on any of these. Okay, let's move on to talking about how much you can make, right? Now this question I get all the time. How much can you actually make on Fiverr platform? So my straightforward answer to this is as much as you want to, or as much as you are willing to work for it. Alright, so this was a question I asked myself also. And maybe let me just answer you with this. Okay? Have you heard of Fiverr Millionaire? Okay, or have you heard? Okay, so you see news article CNBC, how did that make 1.5 million on Fiverr? Okay, or this is a very famous case, how to make $1 million on Fiverr. Okay, so these are three very good examples that I've actually read them before, and this gives me inspiration or gave me inspiration in the past. Okay, so this is a pretty famous seller. Okay, so on this platform, he made $1.5 million off a simple Fiverr side hustle. If you're interested, you can read this on your own. And you see this Charmaine Kochek. Okay, so she's pretty famous and she makes money by helping people to vet through their resumes. So also a millionaire, Fiverr millionaire. Okay, so I hope I answered the question how much you can make, because you can make literally on Fiverr. You see this? 38 to 48,000 a month. Alright. So now there's a flip side. There's also a bunch of sellers on Fiverr who don't make shit. Okay, they don't make nothing basically. And why that happens is because firstly their mindset, they don't believe that they can actually make that amount of money on Fiverr. That's the first reason usually. And also from what I tend to see, right, people are charging too low for their gigs as well. Okay, so we know that Fiverr is the prices start from $5. There's no way. How many gigs, how many orders you have to close to make $1 million, or even to make, let's say, $5,000. Let's say you want to make $5,000 per month. You need to close 1,000 gigs, right? So the Fiverr platform actually allows you to charge as much as $10,000 for one gig, for one service. Of course, you pass certain levels of requirements as a seller. I believe you need to be a level 2 top seller, then you can actually send offers of $10,000. But I believe the as a normal seller, you can send up to 5,000. Okay. So the prices start from $5, yes, but you have the free choice, okay, to customize the prices. Okay, if let's say, and the great thing about Fiverr is that there are custom offers as well, meaning to say that if let's say a buyer comes to you and he or she wants a custom project done, has the custom that may not be in your standard packages in Fiverr, then that's a great opportunity to charge more, because he is obviously expecting more, and that's where you can give a custom offer and set a custom prices. So what I've done, usually when people want custom solutions from me, right, that's my opportunity to raise my prices, because my standard gigs, they are more of they are on the lower spectrum of pricing. But for now, I don't even start with $5. I start with $10 if you check out my gig. But of course, the higher packages, they go up to a few hundred dollars, low 1,000 plus. But if somebody has a custom job for me, then they say, okay, I'm willing to pay more. Can I actually pay you more for higher quality service? And that's where you actually start to earn big money on Fiverr. Okay, so that's usually one of the reasons. Charging too low, the mindset is not there. this number three, very straightforward, is that very simple, is that their communication, their quality as a seller is not just that. My quality is that either you're not a good salesman or your English is terrible, because there are many, I'm sorry to offend, but this is just the truth, okay? This is just the observation. Amazing, highly qualified um, sellers from not so well off countries. Buyers, especially bigger companies, they just don't want to work with them simply when they look at the way their English, the way they communicate, the way that they are so desperate for jobs, the way they are so subservient, the way that they are not professional enough, and there's a main lack of communication. Okay, believe it or not, there are buyers who are willing to pay you hundreds and thousands, but if you communicate with them, if your English is not up to a certain level, come on, man. That's so. It's not so much about the technical skills you have. Okay, it's about the packaging and presentation. Okay, so this is so important. So end of the day, what you make is really how you brand yourself, how you structure your services, how you structure your packaging, your image, your communication, your professionalism. Okay, people can see through all this. Okay, I'm not gonna pay $1,000 for somebody who can't even speak basic English, don't understand what I'm trying to get. Okay, what I'm trying to request for. All right, so now let's move on to how it works. Okay, so basically this is how it works. I'm gonna say buying again. Okay, and imagine, let's start with a very basic one. Okay, I want a logo. Okay, I'm from a buyer's perspective, right? So now I say I want a logo, and I want to find someone, a freelancer on Fiverr, to do it. So I'm gonna go into Fiverr. Okay, I'm gonna search logo, or maybe this is, let me go with something more specific. Let me say that I want an animal logo. So it's a bit lag because my MacBook is not built to process streaming. Okay, so the results here are. So you see the results for animal logo. Okay, so I see, and I'm just gonna very quickly show you the important points. Okay, that relates to both the buyer and the seller. Okay, so you can see all the results over here. Now, does it mean that all of them are good? Obviously not, because there are always gonna be some sellers who are of higher quality. Okay, but the first people will see, or your potential buyers, they will get your first image, right? This is the first impression. Okay, so something like this, okay, something like this will catch my eye. Okay, something like this will catch my eye. Okay, so all these are pretty good. Okay, so usually what I do, because I buy, I outsource some of my work on Fiverr as well. So what you can do is check out, okay, online sellers. These are sellers who are actually online, and I can actually use all these different filtering. Okay, so usually I like to filter by, and this is important for a seller as well, because if you are able to see what the top sellers are actually presenting, how they are presenting it, then you can leverage on what they are doing, and you can kind of use this as a hack. Okay, so that you know that, okay, this is what top sellers are doing. I need to do this as well. I need to present it like this as well. So usually I will check level 1, level 2, and top rated. I will not select new sellers, and I will check English, and I'll click apply. Okay, the rest doesn't really matter to me. Okay, so this will help me to filter the level 2 sellers, the level 1 sellers. Okay, so if you're not aware of how all this works, Fiverr goes by ranking system. You start off by being a new seller, and once, let me go into the Fiverr level so it's easier. Fiverr levels. Okay, so you start as a brand new seller, you start at level 1, and you have all these benefits. So once you achieve all these requirements, right, then you're promoted to level 1 seller. Then after that, the next level is level 4 seller. Okay, and then you get promoted to top rated seller. This is the highest level for now. So you can actually see, this is an important point. To be a top rated seller, you need to earn at least $20,000 on Fiverr. Okay, so this is how the levels work. Okay, so if I'm a buyer interested in this, I'll go into the seller's profile page, and this is where basically this is like your sales page. Okay, this is the most important page for any Fiverr seller. So you want to make sure that this is done well. Okay, so you can see that there are 3 packages. So Fiverr offers the Fiverr platform lets you have 3 different packages if you wish to use this feature. If not, you can just have one service. Okay, so it starts with basic. Okay, so look at the prices: basic, standard, and premium. So you see the prices go up. And of course, the more you pay, the more work you get. Okay, or the higher quality. Either you get higher quality, or for example, this one for $20 you get this. But for standard quality, you actually get the source file, and for advanced quality, you get full initial concepts. Okay, so you also can check out the portfolio over here. Okay, these are created by these work done. Okay, because you can see the reviews over here. Now this is your gig description. This is very important. You have to optimize this. Okay, and these are once again the packages, and also FAQ. So all these needs to be optimized. The reviews. All right. So usually we will go for a rating of at least 4.7 and above, because that's the minimum criteria that Fiverr deems as worthy of promotion or maintaining your standards as a top seller. So we will always check. For me, I will always check 4.8, 4.9, 5.0, because there's a strict requirement to meet in terms of your service quality. Okay, so this looks to be a very good seller, and if I want graphic design of this quality for animal logos, definitely consider this seller. So you see, from a seller's perspective, these are what you need to present to your customers, okay, in order to become profitable. Okay, so I hope this briefly explains how it works. Now, how difficult it is, quite frankly, if you ask me, I would say that it will not, there is going to be hard work needed. You're going to spend a lot of time, especially creating your gig images, creating gig videos, and optimizing everything to make sure that everything looks good before people want to buy from you. But I would say that it is not the most difficult thing to do in the world. If you know the structure, if you know how to, the step-by-step guide on how to do it well, then you start seeing results. I won't give a timeline to it. I started seeing my first sale like 1 week after I created my gig, and this was 2 years ago. And I've seen like new sellers on Fiverr, or my mentees, who actually saw results for his first sale after less than a week, in 5 days. Okay, so it really depends on how well you optimize your gigs, and whether you know how to play the Fiverr game, because essentially this is a game, and you need to know how to optimize it so that you don't hit any red flags, because there are rules and regulations in Fiverr. But once you understand rules and regulations, then it's free for you to, in terms of how you want to brand yourself, how much you want to charge. okay, because prices are important as well, and how you sell yourself over here. So this is important. Your gig profile is so important. It's like the most important thing when you're on Fiverr. Okay, so firstly, I'm gonna see that it looks like there's no viewers now. So I hope that this has been helpful for you if you are entirely new to Fiverr. As you see on my stream that I actually offer a Fiverr Masterclass, and we actually go through the different strategies and methods. It's kind of like a step-by-step course where I guide you from starting from creating your account all the way to optimizing your gigs, your images, your keywords, how to build a powerful brand. It's not just about getting one or two sales. The key is getting consistent full-time income. That's what I've been able to do for the past 2 years, and this is what I hope to share with you in my course as well. So if you're interested, use the link above to check out the course. And also, let me see whether there's any other things I want to cover. Okay, if you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to leave in the comments below any questions you have, or contact me, or any suggestions for any future videos related to Fiverr or freelancing in general, if you're interested or have any ideas for new videos. All right. So once again, I hope you found this useful, and I'll see you in the next one.